There was once a small town hidden between two hills and a quiet river. From above, it looked ordinary, but the people who lived there knew a secret. Every night, the town fell asleep twice. The first sleep was like anyone else's: lamps turned off, doors closed, breath slowing. But the second sleep came later, deeper and stranger, when the moon reached its highest point and the river stopped making sound. During the second sleep, something beautiful happened. At the edge of town lived a young clockmaker named Mirel. Mirel repaired watches, tower clocks, music boxes, anything that measured time. But Mirel's own clock never worked. No matter how carefully it was fixed, it always stopped at 2:17 a.m., exactly the moment the town entered its second sleep. One night, unable to rest, Mirel followed the sound of silence. The streets felt softer underfoot, like they were padded with dreams. Windows glowed faintly, though no candles burned inside, and then Mirel saw them. People were still in their beds, but something else moved through the town. Gentle figures made of light and shadow drifted calmly, passing through walls and doors. Each one looked like a softer version of someone sleeping nearby. Mirel's heart beat fast, but fear never came. Instead, a calm voice spoke behind them. "You're awake during the second sleep," the voice said. "That doesn't happen by accident." Mirel turned to see an old woman sitting on a bench, feeding crumbs to invisible birds. Her eyes shimmered like dawn. "What is this place?" Mirel asked. "The space between who people are," she replied, "and who they're afraid to be." She explained that every night, when the world was quiet enough, the people of the town released their unspoken selves, the parts that dreamed without limits. These dream forms wandered freely, remembering courage, love, and forgotten joy. "But something is wrong," the woman added. She pointed to the clock tower. The tower's hands were frozen. "When time stops listening," she said, "the second sleep will fade, and when that happens, people wake up heavier than before." Mirel felt a strange pull toward the tower. Carrying tools and a heart full of quiet determination, Mirel climbed the narrow steps. Inside, the clock wasn't broken, it was tired. "I count everyone else's moments," the clock whispered, "but no one notices mine." Mirel placed a hand on the clock's surface. "You don't have to be perfect," Mirel said softly. "Just keep going." Mirel removed a small piece from the clock and replaced it with something unexpected: a tiny music spring from an old music box that had once played a lullaby. The clock ticked, not loudly, not proudly, just gently. The tower breathed again. Time flowed, not rushed, not forced. Outside, the dream figures glowed brighter. They smiled, merging slowly back into their sleeping bodies. The old woman nodded, satisfied. "You fixed more than a clock tonight." When Mirel returned home, the broken clock on the wall began to move. It passed to 17 and kept going. From that night on, the town still fell asleep. Twice, but the second sleep became softer, kinder. People woke with lighter steps, sudden ideas, and a quiet sense that they were enough. And if you ever wake in the night, between dreams and dawn, listen closely. You might hear a clock ticking just for you, reminding you that time is gentle and rest is allowed.